Alright, so this is a different video. I don't actually do this, so but I wanted to show people how to do this because I did not find any tutorial out there whatsoever except like some Reddit posts and whatnot. So I'm gonna actually show you how to compile Goo engine. This is my first tutorial, so bear with me. So before you actually start to go ahead and clone the repository, you're going to want to download the dependencies first. So this is CMake, a toolset used for building C++ code. So just go ahead and download the Windows installer. Second thing you need to download is Git for Windows. And when you run the installer for these, I recommend just to keep the default settings and just to install the path for all users. The last thing you're going to want to download is Visual Studio Build Tools 2022. Just scroll down and go to Tools for Visual Studio and click this link here. And just download the current version of the build tools. So in the installer, you need to download the desktop development with C++ workload. So once you have downloaded all the required software, we are now going to go ahead with cloning the repo. We're going to be cloning the 4.3 release because this is technically the latest stable release, because I think there was a Patreon post saying that 4.4 is an experimental build, so we'll just use 4.3 instead. So now you're going to choose a working directory to clone the repo into. So wherever you want to install it, right click and then open in terminal. I'll put all of the commands in the description to make it easier. The first one we're going to be doing is cloning the actual repository, but only the 4.3 release. So this is the first command. And I'll do this all like live, so I can prove it works because I've tested this a lot, so it should work. Alright, so once that's done, you'll notice that there's an error saying that it failed to download some assets due to the LFS budget being exceeded. Don't worry, as this is expected. So next what you want to do is you just want to change directory into the actual folder itself. So it would be cd goo-engine. The next step is to change the location of where the large files are going to be downloaded from. It's going to be git config lfs.url, and this will download the large files from the actual Blender distribution, I guess. So you run that, and now that config is set, you can now run the restore command. This will take a bit. So by the way, if you're on Linux, you probably are smart enough to do this yourself, so yeah. Alright, so once that's done, you'll notice that there is an error fetching one of the objects, which would be the splash image. So basically what this means is that you'll have to manually download and place the splash image in the right folder, or else this will not build. To find that is you want to go to Release. Make sure your branch is set to 4.3, you're looking at the right one. And then head to Data Files, and then splash.png. Download that and place it in release/data files. It is important to not skip this step because you will get an error when attempting to build. After you have placed the splash image in the correct location, we're now going to get the libraries. Make sure you're still in the Goo engine folder, your directory is still set there. And then we're going to want to change directory to lib/windows_x64. And then now we're going to clone the official libraries into this directory. This is the next command here. Don't forget to add the dot because it will allow it to be cloned directly into this folder right here without creating a parent directory. So hit enter. And as you can see, it's already cloning the repository. So once that's finished, you want to go back to directories. So this would be cd ... /.. So after all that has been done, we just want to check if everything's okay. So as you can see in lib windows_x64, you see all of the libraries are installed without having a parent folder in it. So they're all individually just in here. And then double check that we have copied the splash image because it will not build without this. So now, once you've made sure that everything's okay, we're going to go ahead with building it. So in PowerShell, we're going to do ./make.bat and then we'll use 2022 build tools, and then hit enter. So this will take probably like 15-20 minutes depending on your computer, I believe, but yeah, this is the longest part of the process, so just sit tight. And if you do catch any like errors, if there's like a whole like wall of red, you might as well close it and check back, because it will finish building, but it will not be built successfully and it'll just not work. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention is that the build command will make the directory one folder behind. So there it goes, $5 a box at Paul Farms. Alright, as you can see, it is done and the main command line is back. So now that it's done, we can go check back at our location. This would be build Windows x64 VC17 release. You go into here and you go into bin, release, and here it is. So let's open it up and prove that it works, because that took a long time. We're just over an hour here now in recording. And there you have it. Everything went perfectly, and I'll even open a file that utilizes some of the features in GUEngine. Proof that it works. So it looks like it's about right. Nothing crashes. I have tested this before. There's no issues when opening any of the modes. Everything works right. All of the custom stuff is all here. No undefined variables, nothing. Yeah, everything does work pretty well. And yep, that is about it. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If there's something I could have done differently, I'd love to hear it, because I tried to make this as streamlined as possible without too much confusion. I hope this has helped you or gave you a better understanding of the process. Please consider supporting GUEngine's development because their work is pretty good. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.